Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Karen. So today I'm gonna show you how I propagate my albo. This is Monstera Albo, you can see. So I have a lot of aerial roots here. If you can see, the variegation is quite okay, which I like actually better if I have a good mix of green and white. So anyway, so most of you probably how to propagate this. You probably want to cut every node and water propagate. That's the most videos or procedures I've seen, yeah, so far in YouTube, where they cut, every node, which I am not gonna do that with my albo. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to soil propagate them, because I tried moss propagation, I tried water propagation. None of those work for me. All I did grow was mold and they end up rotting. So the last resort I did with my previous propagation is soil propagation. Even without they don't have any roots, they do have leaves, which I'm probably gonna show in a different video. So they don't have any roots because the roots have rotted. So I put them in a soil mix that I made, and they took off. I had two propagation that is like the brink of dying because they're rotting in water. I tried, like I said, I tried the sphagnum moss. None of those work for me. They all rotted, but I cut the rotted stem, the roots, and I dip it in a cinnamon. So cinnamon is actually antibacterial, have antibacterial properties to it, and also help dry the fresh cut stem or roots, so you have less chances of rotting. So that's what I'm gonna do right now with this monstera. I'm not gonna cut it up. I'm just gonna pot it in soil mixture, and I will give you an update too. So I will show you my soil mix that I prepared. So this is my soil mix. Actually, it's very chunky. If you can see, I have some perlite in it, sphagnum moss, bark, and charcoal. I also have vermiculite and just a little of soil. So you can see it's very chunky. Not a lot of not a lot of soil, but I did put some soil in there. I know it's not noticeable, but yeah, it's very chunky. So that's what I'm gonna be using. Like I said, I had so far 100% success rate with this method. When I potted them in this mixture, I put them out here in my patio. I do not put them inside the house, and the reason is I let the Mother Nature take care of it. And we've been getting a lot of rain lately, but so far they've been doing great. They're thriving. So I put them in my patio, which they get morning sunlight, and indirect light during noontime or afternoon. I do not suggest if you put them outside. I suggest that they don't get afternoon light or direct noon light. So morning light is fine. Then it's not harsh for the plants. I mean, morning light is actually beneficial even for us humans. So yeah, here in my patio they get morning sunlight. and never a direct light. And then they get rained on, which I think we get rain pretty much, I don't know, every other day. But yeah, we get a lot rain a lot. So if you don't get rain in your area, you just have to make sure they're always moist, and that's it. You just keep it moist, and you have to watch for the temperature. So far, it's right now it's summertime, so the temperature, the lowest I've seen was, I think, 60, which is okay. They can survive it. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this old pot of mine. They're rectangular, and then I'm gonna put it right there. I'm hoping I'm not gonna break any roots. That's right, we don't want that. So I'm gonna bury the roots just like that, and then fill it with the mixture. Okay guys, so I'm done putting them in here, so I will show you the close-up. So pretty much I put my put the roots, and just try to expose most of the the stem. So do that. So, and then what I'm gonna do is after maybe a month or so, or I don't know how long they're gonna be rooted for me, but when they are established in the soil, what I'm gonna do is that's when I cut the node here, and to propagate them. That's because, like I said, every time you cut in the stem, you're introducing bacteria, which could lead to root rot or stem rot. And also, guys, please, I do not advise buying they call it a wet stick, which I think you're just wasting money to that. If you want to buy Monstera Albo, just buy a rooted cutting or a cutting with leaves or aerial roots and put it in soil. I know some people will say, oh, do not put them directly to soil with the air roots, because any root is a root for me. And like I said, I've been doing it before. I have 100% success doing this method rather than water propagation or sphagnum moss. I'm telling you, I tried it and failed, and this is what works for me. Hopefully it's it's gonna help you too, because buying the wet stick is still pricey. I think that's the cheapest you can find, but like the chances of them growing is like 50-50, maybe 60-40, 40% failure. And And yeah, so by cutting with roots, aerial roots, or rooted cutting with leaves. So I don't like buying wet stick, because wet stick doesn't have leaves, doesn't have roots, because they need those to, you know, continue growing. So if you have leaves and roots, they're just gonna continue growing, and like I said, your success rate is gonna be higher. And yeah, try this, you know, method. And so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna soak the, you know, I'm gonna water this now, and then I'm just gonna put this here in my patio, and I'm just gonna let the mother nature take care of it. So I'll show you the leaves, which are very beautiful. Guys, I have a lot of plants that I put here in my patio. Those are my aglow, my other aglow, my marble pothos, I think those are fern, my philodendron. I know my patio is a mess right now, but excuse for the mess. And that's my aglows, and those are my Monstera deliciosa. And this one right there, actually I'm rehaving that for my friend, for a friend of mine. She almost killed it, so I said I'll, you know, take it home. What I actually did, I just cut the dead leaves and all that, and put it outside here in my patio, and you see they have new leaves already. So, and I will show you my Monstera Albo. So I made those cocoa stick. It is made of, you know, the cocoa liner, I think what I call it. And then I use a twine. I don't like using ties or anything to hold them. I used twine, because twine is biodegradable. It doesn't hurt the stem, or it's, you know what I mean, it's just not cutting to the stem. Yeah, so right here, you know, they get morning light, and rain, they get rain here. So this is one of my success propagation. And I will show you also the what you call it, I have a Monstera Thai constellation that I soil propagated. So you can look right there, and you can see, you know, I probably have a hard time seeing it, but you see right there, that's my Thai constellation, have a new leaves. That's a rescue actually from the moss and the water failure propagation. I put it in soil, and voila, they get, you know, they just grow. They have like I said, I have new leaves now. I know, like the leaves, oops. So you can see, like, you see the old leaf here is like it's, sorry, it's hard to see, but you can see right there. So, you know, and I have another Monstera Thai constellation right here. I will attach a picture of when I got them. It got rotted roots, and the leaves are like bad condition. So I cut the you know, the rotted roots. Like I said, I tried pretty much everything. My last resort was putting them in, you know, my soil mixture. And actually, believe it or not, I actually got roots, believe it or not. You know, and I don't want to disturb the roots again, because, you know, I check, make sure they're doing what they're doing. Are they doing okay? Do they have roots? And actually they have roots, and which I'm not gonna pull that out right now, because like I said, I don't want to disturb the roots now. So maybe I will give you an update on that. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and if you want to consider subscribing to my channel so you can see more update on my propagation and my other plants, orchids, or any plant. Thank you for watching. Till next time.